I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is April 1st, Tuesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So I want you to know, caught the trade from down here, put about 100 leverage on there, and then made about $500,000 in this buy right here. Just kidding, April Fools, right? If you watched yesterday's video, I had this idea of coming up, retracing back into here a little bit. And sure enough, we kind of did this today. So I mentioned coming to, well, you can't see it here, remember the equal lows here? Oh, you can see it on the daily here. See these equal lows right here? Breakout level, talked about retracing back up, higher high and higher low, kind of going up there. And we did that. And then I had this range here at the time, and the idea was to come back into a discount equilibrium. It's a speaker kind of thing, looking at that. We ended up having two today, but really main one. And just beautiful day, dude. So we did retrace back, and we pretty much hit this equal highs here. The pretty much these highs for support, basic support resistance ideas, and then came up for a new high, got into here. At the time, I didn't measure it, but in the video later, you'll see me. I measure it. I think it was it here? Yeah, so this was the other idea that I had, that it would just keep buying up, but we didn't get that, right? And then I measured this from here to here. You can do that, but I made a mistake and really wanted to put on this down last candle here. So that'll kind of give you an idea of where we were kind of coming up to. And you can see here in the video, we got the equal lows. So beautiful, man. I want to make this video short. I need to make videos short. So let's see if I can do this. But just super fire today, man. And it was a losing day at first until I mitigated the loss and then actually made some profit. And I was surprised. Not surprised, but I mean, I was just like, grateful for it, and missed out on the huge opportunities later. Oh my God, look at this shit. So as you see, I got it highlighted here, and then to 1 to 1.5. Let me see if I put it back there, what it would look like. Yeah, I mean, you also would have benefited from there too. So that also worked, but for me, this was more. Oh shit, excuse me. All right, so we came into here and then we retraced back, but we also did that. Also remember that if you you measure this down candle, you can see that the one is right here. We almost hit that perfect level at the high of yesterday. So also we're bouncing around Friday's close here. We also have the gap. But okay, let's get into it. Let me see if I can try to make this short, man. Check this fire out. So here, me understanding that, again, the risk on the downside is also still possible. Don't get lost in all these here. They're really just, there's only one projections, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This one's pushing up. So this projection here, I need to zoom out for a second so you can see it, right? This is how videos get long. Right here, I'm telling you exactly everything. These last two up candles, when we were here before 9:30, so obviously this 7:30 is low right here. We did not take out these lows here, right? So bodies are showing strength here by not closing below the 50% of the gap, but I know it's a speaker already. You can see it even from forget this highs here and these lows, the bigger picture. Just here alone, you can see this is a high and this is a low, like this area right here. So we came down, made 3 lows, and then we popped up. We made a new high. We did this high at 5:30 in the morning. So I already have the data, as I was mentioning yesterday. And then look where we go to. Remember we dangled that gap from right there on the 14th? Look how we dangled it first. We didn't hit it. And look what happens at 5 in the morning. We get right to it. It's perfect. Almost, right? Look at the body sitting right inside it. So mention that, right? What they do? Well, when we closed yesterday, we retraced back. We got the breakout level of this push out trader. And this is what's very important too. And it's 50% of the previous opening range gap. Okay, so we came down and we hit that. But you notice there's a little bit to the bottom side where it's not balanced. You notice most of these candles to the left here on the 15-minute are all balanced. Look at. There's no imbalance until right there. See, so when they came here, and that could have been good enough, right? But I understand that I could see it as a speaker, and we could have stayed. We could have not maybe have busted out today. Today could have been the development of it, and then tomorrow we create the top side of the speaker. I don't know, or we come down. I don't know, but you'll see how this is super fire logic. So now I'm highlighting these two, and then I recognize that we didn't hit a 3.5 to 4 or that liquidity. And I also bring the range up, and I understand that this could be the range. Again, nothing's perfect, and they do that shit on purpose to not be perfect sometimes, right? So they don't come back to the 50 perfectly, right? But sometimes that'll shake you out mentally. But take a look while we do this. So these you can see on the 15-minute, it's these 3 down candles I'm measuring here too. So, anyways, speaker here. So coming back to a mean, we come down and then we come back up and we come back down, right? So I'm looking at it like this is the higher, this is the low, this is the high, popping up. It's kind of like 2 drives right there. And then this is the 2 lower lows. So low to higher low. In the structure, when they build it this way with this internal low right here, they do that to snag liquidity and make it confusing to make you think it's still going to go down as well. But we still didn't get candles to come down. That's where I dropped the ball here on the buy. But they'll come in. This is why videos are fucking long. But no one's doing this shit, bro. I mean, I've told you the day before how it looked like, damn near. So this is the flow right there. Look how, oh my God, dude. Look how fucking easy that was, bro. But they put but in this leg from here to here, they got this higher low, and they're coming in to tag it. Now, again, I don't demand 50%, but I want to be a buyer from below this low. I don't want to be a buyer sitting. So today was fucked up because it was a shakeout day. Take a look at the fake low, fake high, fake low, fake high. And then once it does this and expands now kind of like out of this little fucking range that it was doing. So I got caught in this bullshit. I was never buying though. I never took one buy today. All of these trades where I was taking were sells. I tried to get in here in the pre 9 o'clock. And then sure enough, I was right. I was trying to, from 9:30, pre 9:30, I was trying to come down and get into that level. That was my goal, was to sweep liquidity, right? Why? Because I just got done mentioning that. And then on the projection, back to the projection shit, I got these 2 down candles, and the 3.5 to 4 is here. And we don't get to that level all this time here in the 9:30 function, price action. So I'm like, okay, perfect sweep. I highlight this circle and this circle. Why do I do that? I did that before 9:30 even happened. So for example, let me just do it like this. Before 9 o'clock happened, the price was sitting in this fucking area. I highlight 2 areas. Number 1, I have the liquidity below, which is here, right? That's why I'm highlighting that, plus the 3.5 to 4. Right? And then I highlight this. Why do I highlight this? Because if you look on the 15-minute, you see that that's why I don't like having all these fucking projections on there. There's a down candle right there. See that? See these 2 up candles, and we bust through down. It's an imbalance. So I can either put this, my logic was, where's the imbalance in liquidity on the top side of where price action is, and where is on the bottom side? We had them in both places. And we also have the up here. So I could have put this green area here. Now I said, okay, that's reaching too much. Let me go for the minimum, right? This is how I'm doing this. Yes, I understand that I even got done telling you guys fucking yesterday that we were going to come up to these equal highs right here, right? I'm aware of that, but I also know that it could fail. So guess what? So instead of putting the green arrow up here, what I decided to do is put it in here because that's a minimum too. Sure enough, now let me get back into this. Oh my God, dude. So you have that right there. And then measured here for this measurement, look on this 1 minute. You can see I'm highlighting these consecutive down candles. And then this is going up, right? So when
I'm taking these trades. I'm getting stopped out. Look at the way they did it. They did it real bogus. Look how they kept fanning up and then coming back up again. And here's the reason why. Besides, we had 10 o'clock news today. I already recognized that this level was going to be very important today, which is this 25. I'm sorry, this daily gap. It's in the background. You can see it with this thin line on the 15-minute chart. And before even 9:30 happened at all, and the opening range gap showed, I see the previous day settlement of Friday. So yesterday's gap was from here to here. That level is Friday's close settlement at 4:15. Okay. When we opened up and we gapped for the gap today, it's the same level. It's laying on each other. So then guess what? And I already knew that was going to be an important level. Then 9:30 happens, and it happens to be the same level of the top 25% of the opening range gap here. I got 3 algorithmic levels that are laying on each other. So watch how I do this. That's why I was constantly trying to sell this, because I was selling it. I had time in the factor here, but um I also knew that they can tap it and hit it and also go past it. But I was looking at this like, okay, we're reaching a 1 and 1.5, and that was also my mistake. But took the losses here, and you see that we're tagging on it. Man, this is why videos are long, bro. I'm saying way too much, but I'm giving you fucking game, bro. So this I don't know. It's just something's got to change. All 10 of you. But I'm sure you're tired of hearing that. But see how we tap it? Look at that. We tap it. And then, because they were kept fanning out in wicks, it was very difficult, especially with this price action, to catch what I was trying to accomplish without getting wicked out or fucking the price still moving. I was a little bit early, and dude, the losses added up very quick, and I knew that. I didn't have to check it so much, but I knew it. And I ended up being like down like 6,000 or something stupid. And I was like, okay, what the fuck, dude, right? But it's okay. Let it play out. That's what I get for trying to snipe and get early. I should let shit play out, but whatever. I'm already understanding that we are either possibly gonna hit this. I wanted to come down at 9:30 and come to here first. Then I wanted to come up and get to this and then talk about later. That didn't happen. They shook it out. They shook it out. Boom, 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 boom. So took a loss here. Then the 9:30 drops right here. Didn't even buy it. We're ready for a sell. Then I end up getting into this candle right here, this 931, right? And it rejected the imbalance right here from 928. I take that sell. I normally don't do this, but I'm really trying to come down here because I know we're coming down here. But and at the time I see the speaker, we're sitting dead center. This is why I knew not to play with this day. And it's the day before Wednesday of NFP. But either way, this week is just funky and going to be funky in general. But here, when you have that speaker, I was saying, hit the 3 lows, then you got the high, and then we're sitting in the middle, right? So if it's a bearish day, if it turns bearish, because it could turn bearish, if it did, it would look like this too. It would stop where we were. I had 2 reasons to sell first, is what I'm trying to say. Because it could have came down like it did. It came down all the way down after it went up first. But it did come down. And then it could have come up here at 50% center and then sell off again, right? I'm just trying to give you the possibilities of what could have happened, right? Mentally. So I take that loss. Then the price fucking pushes up. I immediately get lost, stopped out, because I'm trying to snipe that wick, and then this next 932 just popped right up. See that? I was talking about selling that 931 candle. Just whatever, because this was an imbalance, and this could have easily just kept coming down, right? My mistake. I saw the oversold, and but on the 5-minute it wasn't as clean, so I went with it. Okay, get stopped out, pushes up, then it comes up here, and I take the sell again here. And at this point, I know I'm in the 1.5. I have sealed the opening range gap. We're also looking, we're rejecting. We couldn't even stay above it, so we rejected. And we did sweep some liquidity here, right? That guy did not get hit, which was fine. Okay. Now, that's to show you that projection here. And I got the two circles to show you where I'm trying to aim at or where I'm going. So the price slams down, then it takes out that low. I measure the wick here. This now on the, is this the one shown? Wait. What the fuck is this, bro? Okay, it's that one. Okay, so I left it on because I don't want to explain this shit again. But anyways, this one right here, this on the 15 minute, this one, man, I'm getting irritated. This right here, I'm measuring this to the right. This little one right here is not on the 15 minute chart. It's on the 1 minute, and I was measuring this wick. See, from here to here. If I move it over to the right, you're gonna see I'm measuring that wick right here. This fucking 933. All right, I'm not measuring the candle. I'm measuring the wick because that wick was pretty large and then retraced back. It's the last up move. If I measure that, you can see the 2 to 2.5 right there. See how the price right here came right in it, back to the 50% of the gap as well. Fucking stopped. I wanted it to continue and then push down. That didn't happen. It started coming up deep. I understand that there's 10 o'clock news and I'm playing around, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm not worried about it. So pops back up, try to and I get stopped out again. So I'm like, fucking, let me delete this because this is I don't want to have it here. Then I measure this candle only and then we push back up. Then it comes back to a 1 and 1.5. You don't see that on this chart yet. The next one is here, and that's measuring over here to the right, over here, okay? And I got it moved over because I'm tired of fucking having it confused on my chart so I can make the video for you, okay? And then you see here, all right, and then you see that failed and it pushed up. Let me get into the fucking trades. You're gonna have to excuse my impatience, all right? So here, I got all that highlighted. You can see everything's already there. And then the price pushes up. All right, comes up here. Now, guess what it hit? It hit the area where I should have waited for. All right, which was that imbalance and that breakout level from, what the hell is that? Stop doing that. Oh my God. Oh, it's so strange. Stop. That fucking two candles right there are the same level as this, bro. See that? See that right there? So beautiful. X marks the spot. I got up here, the measurement to the left here. You see 1 and 1.5. Really, well, we already hit that, but we pushed up a little bit. Fell short of the 2, didn't we? Let me zoom out here. See this 2 right here? Look how we come real close to it. All right, and we haven't broke these highs here. Jesus, man. So after taking these losses and getting fucked up here, I ended up catching the trade here, right? And this candle closed, wicks up in there, and I end up getting filled here. We never come above 50% of that wick. At this time, I'm measuring here these two candles, and my goal is to hold. I have the first imbalance here. I think it was 947, this candle. And as you can see, we came below. Well, we first broke the first candle here and then came back up. And then you can see we're getting into that wick. It's rejecting. I mentioned that yesterday in a video. Then we come down and then we use this first imbalance and also as an inversion. So pretty strong here. And you can see that we came up to it. 10 o'clock news just printed and shaked everybody right there. Couldn't break. Look how we didn't break that high. I was shitting bricks at for a second. Thought this was stupid, but I was trying to mitigate my loss, and I ended up winning. I ended up being right. And at this point, I know that I'm still in this speaker, and I want to sweep liquidity here. Remember, we didn't hit that 3.5 to 4 right there from that projection right there. And then over here at present time, I measured this. You can see that I have 1 to 1.5 right here. I have the 3.5 to, no, that's not involved here anymore. This should be deleted actually. I left it just so you could see this though. So don't look at this. All right. We have the liquidity here. We have liquidity. So right there and right there on the 15-minute chart. I'm I'm rolling in structure, and the structure is pretty easy, and it was actually easy, and that's why I should have known that it was going to buy. But I took the sell all the way into here, and what was my goal was to start squeezing it out by trailing my stop. Okay, so I'm trailing it, got in this last candle, and I'm squeezing out. I end up getting stopped out in this trade. I'm already in my zone. I just hit the 3. I'm above that high, which I'm okay taking out the profit because I decided to get back in. I'll show you how slick I was. So beautiful here. You can see this inversion held as it popped in. And then I also remember this first imbalance. We're going above it, below it, above it, below it. And I'm gauging it. And you can see right here at the 25% of the opening range gap. See the bodies right there closing and opening. And literally just then it's working as far as like this trade idea goes here. Again, to the tick, you can see it right there, and then right there, and then I'm not going to draw anymore. But if I drew the candle here, you can see that last up candle is getting hit too. Beautiful shit, buddy. And then we came, and then the next trade. So what I did was I got stopped out right here, okay? And I know that we are, so at the time of me being down here, see this low right here? I get stopped out right here. See, I'm squeezing it in. But I want to see a retrace and sell again. Why do I want to do that? Well, it fucks me up later in the day. But the reason why I did that was because I know we're getting another leg down. Besides these drives, I don't expect it to buy from here. Why? Because at this level, see this level right here? At this moment, it did not take out that low. I got to go back and show you. Let me show you right here. See this low right here? Look to the left. Look to the left. Do you see how it does not take out that low yet? I'm talking about that low right there. See that low? So let me fucking draw a line so I can make this video longer. All right. Do you see it here? It did not take out that low. I know we're taking out that low. And some will say, oh, well, you know, sometimes you buy above the low, above that low. Yeah, that's true. But in this situation, I don't feel like that's the case. Right. And plus, I was wanting for it to kind of really come deeper into a discount to buy. I'm not trying to buy up here. I'm trying to buy lower. Because the reason I say that is because of the fact that this, for example, when we dropped down here, we came up and we came back down deep. And we came back down deep twice, not just once. So I was thinking, do they rip it down a little bit? Maybe touch this top candle. You can see the equilibrium there, and we came in, but they didn't hit that bitch, and I think they did that shit on purpose too. So I'm saying that to say, why I took this sell was because I knew we didn't hit that low yet. So take a look, buddy. We retraced deep. We retraced back in deep. We're underneath the gap. This is algorithmic, all right, and it's just also trying to get the breakout traders from this low here. And the price pushes up. And I thought I missed it. And then the price pushed up again to 50%. Remember, at this point, I'm maybe not even going to trade. So I've already had a tough time here. And I mitigated the loss and made profit back and made some profit. So I'm kind of wobbly. But when you're looking at this, you're like, well, is this going to keep coming down? But the speaker, we accomplished the bottom side. So there's a high chance that it comes back up in the top side. But I'm not there to fucking find out. But here, you can see the bodies are sitting in that wick. On the previous big stupid wick, look at the bodies. So I snipe it, and it's beautiful. What am I doing here? I'm taking it to my finale. So the finale is, I have that measured, remember up here? These 2 consecutive candles. Because they're pretty obvious, right? They're pretty obvious that I'm measuring that. And then look at 2 to 2.5 is right here. So I'm taking so once we bust through and we retrace back, this is just like a lower high, just a swing back. I was right. And could it have kept going? Sure, but it didn't. And this was confirmation here. And I'm looking for a base hit, pretty much is what I'm saying. And then price comes down into, now it breaks that low. I'm trailing the fucking stop with the candles, and I'm squeezing out. And look what time it is, just so you know I'm not fucking crazy. It's 10:21 and 30 seconds. That candle, 10:21 and 30 seconds. I'm literally screenshotting me squeezing it out, and it's a bearish candle right now shown on at 10:21 and 30 seconds. And we've accomplished this. I'm squeezing. I'm ready to take the trade out and be done because I've already been fried today. You can see the speaker right there too, right? Okay. And if it kept coming lower to get into maybe this area, cool, but it did not. Why? Because look closely. Look on the 15-minute. I can show you on a refine on a 5-minute. You see how we just took out that little breakout right there? See that? Look, you can see the price sit on top of it. See how it broke out right there from yesterday? That's all they were doing. They weren't interested in these equal lows right here, which is what I thought they were going to do. They didn't take that out. Okay? And keep in mind, we are at a also a breakout level as well. Let me just kind of skip that conversation, but this is the logic of what I'm doing. Now, because I took this trade down, I fucked up the rest of the day. Because I was already on defense. I wasn't playing offense. And just doing this alone was not fucking easy, to be honest with you, but it worked out. Now, I'm actually done for the day. And let me show you where that candle, look at that candle. That candle was that bearish candle. See that bearish candle? That's 10:21. If I go to here, what's that? What's this candle? 10:21. It was the wick. I was screenshotting the wick here. That was the wick of that candle before, and that was the low. Then it came all the way up and took out all the, oh my God, so fucking beautifully. And at that time, I had been knocked out. Now, when I got knocked out, this turned around, this 10, 24, and 25, or 10, 21 and 22, whatever this numbers is, they fucking turn around so fast and were bullish. I couldn't even get a chance into. I'm looking at screens. I just closed a trade. I'm weighing things out mentally. I'm actually exhausted. I'm actually thrilled that I got the money back. And from what I was losing, it was going to be a 100% losing day. And I'm surprised it didn't turn out that way. Well, not surprised, but anyways. And look, we never came to it, right? And if you go look on a 5-minute, you'll see how fire this is. Whoops. Oh, this is not the fucking chart. This is the chart. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Just fire, bro. I gotta do something different. I can't keep telling you everything. You see this? See this? See this? See this? Look at this. Look at this. Look at that little breakout right there. See that? On a 5-minute? You don't see it nowhere else here. You see a little one there. You see some here, but over here, where do you see it? Look at the level to the right. I'm going to move this low to right there. Bro, you cannot make this up. It's the same fucking level. All right. So at that moment, I understood that, but I was already kind of fried, okay, for the day. And sure enough, look at the 5-minute on the oversold here. This is where I also was not peeping. I was doing something else. I was looking at something else. And it just, let me go back to 1 minute. I just showed you perfection there. And we're in at 2 to 2.5. It was beautiful. And then, 28 minutes. I gotta wrap it up. Okay, so then this pushed off real fucking quick, dude, is what I'm trying to say. And I couldn't catch it. Now, if I didn't take this stupid sell, and I'm going to say that just for this scenario, but my agenda here was I was already winding down and going to be done. So it's not stupid in that sense. But at the same time, if you're trading the bigger picture and you're understanding, when I was in here and it occurred to me that it sealed it just was already gone. So again, if I didn't take this sell from here to here, I would have been more on offense, been ready for it and all that. And then when I took the trade, I have two options of where I'm taking this buy from. I'm taking it to the 50% because look, I know it's a speaker and we're coming back to the mean. Even if you just eyeballed this, where's 50%? It's fucking over here, right? If you used that high to that low, 50%'s here. So did you see where we first came to? This is the daily. See the daily open for today? Today's open. Today's daily open. Look, when you take this buy, you have a possibility of wiping out some liquidity here or whatever, getting into the midnight range or 50%. So taking this buy, would I have squeezed it out? Probably, and been done. Or if I was to hold it like, I should have, if I got in. Because you see they locked the price. You see this candle? It's completely just gone. And then they tap in twice right there. But if you have let me delete this. If you have your chart marked, you'll see that these last 4 candles, look how we tap right in there beautifully. But again, they're not giving you no discount. They're locking in, and it's an expensive price. So for me, I don't really, if I didn't catch it, I was already in the fucking trade here. And when it was done, it was gone. So normally I would see this candle change to bullish, and my entry would have probably got filled somewhere in this idea of it crossing over. Okay, where's the next opportunity? Well, I don't have one yet. And then boom, pushes up. I'm not buying up here. In the grand scheme of things of how fucking high this went, yes. And this could be a speaker completing on the top side, yes. From then in that case, yes. But I don't feel comfortable buying this, and I'm already fried, and I'm not trying to fuck around. It could have easily consolidated right here, but it bull flagged. Look at this. Even if and this is to show you where I could have got back in, but I know I missed the train already. We tapped in there. Okay, then it makes a new high here and retraces back. Doesn't take out that low. This low makes that swing high, and it's structure. You see the fucking higher lows. It's a program. You can see it. But guess what? If I missed this, I had an opportunity right here, but that's kind of difficult. Then I have an opportunity here. Why? Because this low makes that high and then retraces. So that's a protected low if we're going to be bullish and fanning out up, and it fucking did. And then you're trying to snipe this low or this candle, this 1034, how we wick right in. See that? And look, it goes right 50% of that wick. That's an entry too. But I don't feel comfortable buying this because all I need is one thing, and I've already had a tough day. I don't need it to whip on me or fuck around, find out that this is a lower high and we really become more bearish. I don't know that because, as I was saying, this story, when we dropped down and we came back up and we came back down too tight, well, we are in an environment for that here too. Plus, look at the previous day's wick. That was another thing that was kind of like making me hesitant because of the fact that wick is wide open. We hit the top 25%, but we could have easily went into that wick just like we did with these price actions here. I know I'm making sense now to you, right? But anyways, look at that. That turns into an inversion right there. If I drag this out, and then this would be opportunity 1 for me to buy 2. The second place to go to is where? Back to that motherfucking nested level, which is the daily gap. Yes, Friday's close settlement, right, that I just got done talking about. The top 25%. Look how if you were watching live price, this 1038 pushed it right to it. I was like, oh, yeah, you missed that boat. And then they turned around and made that a controller price where you also are locked. Look how high it went to. Yes, coming back to the first imbalance is the next level, obviously. We went right to it here first, then we went to it, then we came back. Remember, after the price leaves this level, that's a bullish daily candle happening. Okay. Look how that, and you can see it. You can see it. That candle right here, this 1041, once they whipped up and came and they closed right there with the 1040, then the 1041 opens up literally on top of it and fucking buys. Gone, buddy. And you can see, look at the higher lows coming back higher and then using this as resistance where it's algorithmic support. Dude, beautiful. All right, so now I'm saying all this to say this. Fuck me. Damn. So I'm now measuring. Now I'm deleting this. I gotta delete this. I'm gonna go crazy with this shit on. Doing it for y'all. All right, we saw how we got in there. And now the only thing measured here is I'm measuring the whole 15-minute candle. This last down candle. Not below here, but just a 15-minute candle only. I could have did this many ways, but I'm just leaving it at this. So I got it to the right over here, okay? I'll move it back. All right, let me move it back, because that's what I'm measuring, a 15-minute candle. And sure enough, without even the projection, what did we do? We obviously fucking made another high. And then, bro, and then once it got into this 1 and 1.5, and we got into the breakout level that I got done telling you, which we were up here. Let me zoom this out. This is going to make sense for you in a second. This is why this video is fire, buddy. I'm going to show it to you because I'm not crazy, just so you know. Watch this. So I know I missed the boat here, and I'm not comfortable buying any of this. I'm actually done. But I decided to say that, you know what, I'm going to look for a base hit that's going to be in the London close time. So I'm letting this thing just slowly go to its target, which is obviously going to the breakout level I talked about here. And then you see I got it measured here, and it gets into the 1 and 1.5. So now I'm looking to take a sell here. I got this highlighted right here and right here. I did not move these green arrows even all day today. It's still there now, and I'm going to show you something. Why am I highlighting this? That's a breakout level. And also on top of these highs right here. See that? Which this is highlighting that high right there. Plus, in a retracement, I'm looking for it to come to a 2 to 2.5 if this worked out, or a 1 and 1.5. And right here, you can see this a breakout level right there too. See that? I got it highlighted there. That green is parlaying to this high. So this higher green high is for fucking that high, and then this green low is for that previous day's high breakout level. Okay, cool. Well, I'm sorry, not right there. It's here for fucking the 9:45 time. By the way, that's the other reason why I took that sell, because it was 9:50. I had time involved. So really what I should have just done. But, you know, I get antsy, and I know what I'm doing. I take pre-trades. But look at this. So my goal when I took this sell was I wanted to come into here. All right, because I'm measuring. So see how this breaks this candle here and comes back up? We've been bouncing on this, and I'm not catching none of these. I'm not selling any one of these, and I'm not going on tilt. I'm very comfortable in what I'm doing. This pushes down here, and then I take this trade, and then it pops back up, and it's wrong. I know right away, so I didn't have any really big loss or anything at all, actually. It's in break even. And then we pop up again. Right, we do get a little miniature divergence here, and I try to take this. It pushes down underneath, and then it comes underneath the inversion. It's holding, and at this point, I'm squeezing it out. When I take the picture, it's here, but I'm really mentally squeezing it out, and I'm really trying to get the rush down. I'm looking for the London close or lunch reversal to come back for the easy breakout trader. If it's a speaker, you see 50% is right here. Obviously, if I eyeball this low to this high, you know 50% is just right there, just blindly right there. Oh, watch how we did it. But I know I'm also done with day, and I'm just gonna take the trade. So I squeeze it out, and it never comes here. Just remember these levels right here. Okay, watch what we did. Come on, man, I'm trying to tell you. Look, I squeeze it out, and then this pops up. It's done. All right. I'm all good. It was a nice trade. I was looking for a base hit only. Look what happened. This thing, so it never hits this area. Pops back up, and we get this drive up. I'm already done, but look when they did it. They reversed it at lunch at 12, 18, 20, 20, and 21. Look at that. Time is not involved, but it'll do that. It'll do that sometimes at 12:20 to 12:30 or whatever. So they decided to keep holding it up. Look where it came back first. I can't make this shit up, buddy. Look at when it's just sold. That's a nice candle. Broke through, slithering down right there. Look at that. Look where it comes to. Oh, you don't say. It comes right to that area. Look what that high is. Oh, that's that high right there. That's a minimum. So that's why this was the logic of me selling there was very good. And then what did they do? They came into the area. Look at it. Look, I can't make this up. Oh, I didn't even measure the rest. I was done for the day. Let me measure it for you. I'm just coming back now. Ooh, let me see. This is gonna be kind of ugly to do. Let me just measure. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nice. So I'm measuring here that the highest up 15-minute candle. Let me delete this one because this didn't fucking pan out. Still protected the trade. I'm measuring that top 15-minute candle. So came to a 101.5 once we broke down. I know this looks ugly, but I mean, let me see how it looks like here. It's kind of too much. It's not bad. But that's not gonna help you with this. Example. Fuck me, man. Can make this shorter, dude. Came in here, but without even projections, that idea. Bounces back up real quick to wipe out all the breakout traders right there and all the momentum and slithering. And guess what? So this is shakeout, and then you can say this is push 1 for the bigger range. Push 2, it gets bigger. Push 3 gets bigger. Push 4 comes back to the center, under the center even, and then comes for this fucking asshole here who has the balls to push momentum trading here. Not a coincidence. But take a look here. You can see we then come down. We come back down. Get these nice little 3 drives, ugly 3 drives, and gets into that next green area that I got. And hello, we got the first imbalance right there, and the previous settlement. And look how we come into that, and then comes back to that daily gap nested with the other 2 levels that I talked about, 25% there, the 2. Look how we come to the tick. Look how we come to tag it first. And then they put a couple drives, getting into this jerk here. And then you can see the 3.5 to 4 is here. I'm just looking at this now for the first time to show you. 3.5 to 4. Oh, beautiful. Ooh, bottom 25%. Stuck there. Then what does it do? Comes back up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Comes back up. Let me try to measure this real quick while we're here. I'm going to do it on the 15-minute. It's been pretty easy doing it that way. All right. And then popping up there, and we'll probably end up here too. We'll see. But yeah, still pushing up. And that's one way to do it there. And let me see if I measured it. Come on, man. This is, again, why I make... So, and then this made a higher high right here. A higher low, I'm sorry. And let me go to the divergence. This is also was in the picture. I already had, the reason why I was constantly trying to sell was because I had a divergence here already on Dow with lower highs here, and we had already rated them. See that? We already rated that. And then at this time here, at 9:30 situation, I was looking for the sell down. Then you had here confirmation of, I took the loss again, and then I got into that sell from here. Remember when Nas popped above that high? So did S&P, but Dow made a clear lower high. So again, I was still kind of married to coming down here, but it was still right. Then we came down here, so we used that. And what was messing up with the trade is, as you can see, this manipulation. We had lower lows here with Dow, higher lows with S&P and Nas at that time of the 9:30. And that's the reason why I popped back, and I was aware. I understood that. So I know this fucking video is fine. I don't care if it's 45 minutes long. Guess what? If you have a problem watching a 45-minute, I'm not saying you do, but anyone who's thinking that, just so you know, I make the video and then I watch my own video later. I mean, on free time, but I watch my own video besides anything else I do. But I watched if I make the video and watch my own video, who are you to not watch the one video once, right? Anyways, lower low speakers, and everything is pretty kosher there. And you can see here, I didn't draw that, but this was why it pushed back up, because here, this low here, we ended up taking that out. And as you can see, S&P was not taken out here. And then we just sealed it. We did not take out as well, right? And that's why I kind of got frozen and didn't take the buy. And again, also because of momentum and pushing it fast. But let me also share this with you. Well, before I do that, then up here, when I took that first sell, well, after I came up here, had a divergence here, and it failed. I mean, it worked for a moment. It was a trade, and it was profit, and I took the trade. But then it came back up, right? And then there was no really magic here either. So that was also trying to be probably suspect, but it was in harmony. And then it came down. When the reason why this is a beautiful buy is you have time here. You see they make this first low here, and it's not in the time window of a macro, but and then you have a divergence. It's a higher low with Nas, and you can see lower lows here with S&P and Dow. Super fire, bro. And they all came into that imbalance right here. See this 1035? We all came into that right there. So that's beautiful too. No difference there. But the divergence, and you have it now, it's 250. You have that macro in. I'm not trading though, so but if I was and I was trading on time, this would be beautiful fucking buy right here. To where? Up to, anywhere you want. In here for the drop, for the break, liquidity here, and possibly still going. But man, let me tell you, bro. Fuck, 46 minutes. And then dollar is just kind of playing around, and looking at Dow also speakering out too. So we're kind of being held, and that's why I'm playing it smooth. And it's kind of looking weak though. So I would say that maybe this is still in the cards. No, well, not that one. I made two examples, and it was this one. So we came down. We didn't come close too down, but we came here. Then we bought up, and we came here, and then we came back, and we came here. And then we pushed back up, and now we're here. So this is kind of like my ugly drawing, but this is, you understand. But when we get up here, which we did, now do we roll over for another lower low to make the low? Because it's going to be very suspect here. I'm done. I'm tired of talking, man. I don't even want to go through this. I can't even find NVIDIA for some reason. I can't even find the damn ticker, man. I'm gonna pause this, bro. This is crazy. All right, man. So we took out that low, and then we popped up, and we came back into that imbalance. So it's kind of retracing back here. So do they want to roll over from here, which is very possible, or do they want to pop up in here, which I don't see it coming this high right now? I think they're just kind of like going to be held here, and then maybe we move over. And then because I just feel like this is kind of too shallow. Or do we consolidate? We're kind of like in this, so down, up, down. So this is down, up, down. No structure there. We're coming back up. I said we would fan with these candles. We could maybe spend days doing this back and forth. Or then they end up kind of rolling over now and then making another lower low, getting into here. And then after making a lower low, we come back for another lower high. We build what we're doing here in the process, and then later we pop up maybe to wipe that out again, and we'll expand. What I'm trying to say is I can, man. I'm so tired. Again, I just did this already, and then pops up, right? So I know I'm super like talking in future, but I mean, hey, I know what I'm doing. I've seen this. Look at 50% hitting here. That's pretty nice. At the 50%, so we're struggling there. Could be selling here. Again, we're getting into these up candles. Mentioned that yesterday, and so I make long videos. We're also inside. Do we want to bump up that previous bullish imbalance, or do we? Let me copy this. Oh boy, let me tell you, man. Oh my god. Yeah, ain't nobody doing this for free, that's for sure. Huh, just to be honest. But I don't just like hearing myself talk, just so you know. But I gotta, I gotta teach thoroughly. So if we look at this and we, man, you know what? Sorry, bro. You gotta sit through it though. So, man, it's gonna be from right here. Now I got too much shit on this chart. Let me just move that over. We came to that top 25%. Okay. I'm gonna do that there. Do they want to come all the way back up into there? Let me push this in the background. Fuck, man. I really try to not make long videos. I really do. And you're probably like, it's okay, bro. So 1 and 1.5 here. So are we gonna fan up into this 2 to 2.5, seal some more of this, then roll over, or are we rolling over from here? I mean, there's nothing else I'm gonna tell you, and I gotta draw because I gotta make it easy for myself to explain this. You know, type of shit. So it's either this, you know, maybe here at 50% of that bearish daily imbalance, or we don't even make it farther from now. I don't know. So I know I've put that on the video. It's just kind of the logic. I'm playing it cool, but you can see the bodies here also telling a story. The gap, we were referencing that. So I feel like it's going to be this week all over again. This Sunday, March 16, that whole week. But let me see what else, man. Want to be done. So it looks like we're still squeezing out to the top, but you know, that's my opinion now. Same thing with them, bro. We have room on the overbought. So it depends if they want to rush real quick, or is this 50% going to block us from doing that? Well, looking at the 4 hour, see that? So, or does the one want to keep going more? Is this good enough? I just got done explaining that. But in a general world, we would like to see it. If it's really heavy, it won't go any higher than this. It's in the 1 and 1.5. Otherwise, this is practical too, right? Up here is, I don't know about that, but for right now, but that's where we're at. And then I got done. I did talk about NVIDIA. Yes, I did. And I made a very long video, but I know I'm missing something, bro. I missed something yesterday I wanted to say, and now I forgot what that was. And it's a 52-minute video. Fuck. And yes, I almost forgot something because it's crazy. But in reality, this was still a dump and a pump and a buy, sell, buy. So it's still, the objective was to come here, but then the objective for the rest of the day was buy, sell, buy, especially with the speaker, right? But even when they shipped out and did all this dumb shit, it's not like I was trying to buy this. Like, this was their final level of raid and manipulation, and it's still a dump. So yes, 9:30, I was hoping for it to dump like that and be really easy. But, and this is what I was about to forget. So, and as you can see, while I was also trying to take this sell, we were in that top 25% of the bearish imbalance that I've got highlighted. You can see it algorithmically moving. We miss it by a hair on purpose there. That's why I tried to catch it. Then we tag it. So I catch it, and then we come back, we play around, boom. Then it fucks around and comes back down, and we're laying in it. Dude, 100%. Can you see that with your eye? Can't you see that? Can't you see how we came back into the opening range? Yes, this bullish guy right here. Even if he had no projections, even if he didn't have no projections at all, okay, to make this real simple, right? Breakout area, right? Look where it came back. Came right to that 25%. I mean, bro, if you don't think that's happening, and I don't know what to tell. But we're using all this as confluence, and I just don't like the color all like that. I'm gonna leave it here like this, but I'm just gonna leave that for now. But again, yeah. So we have some gaps here. Again, it's going to be very interesting. They could whip it and then come back down. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to be done. You guys take care. God bless.